Thank you, Kelly, for that great live newscast on how unicorns are real.
Yes, that was a good newscast, but we still might not even believe them. Anyways,
Now on to the weather. The high today will be 43 and never mind. We just got breaking news from Issa, Molly, and Nick straight from Monongahela National Forest.
The Monongahela National Forest is a national forest that has more than 75 different tree species and is located and is the location of many views and waterfalls. It's located in West Virginia and covers 909,000 acres of land.
we are going live to them right now. This is Channel 13 reporting to you live from Monongahela National Forest. Breaking news.
We have gotten many reports of humans impacting Monongahela in a good way.
Our friend Nick is going to tell you a little bit about Monongahela National Forest.
Monongahela National Forest is the fourth largest national ecosystem in the United States. 1/3 of the population of the United States can get there in a day's trip because it's so big. It's also a popular vacation spot.
Humans impacted Monongahela National Forest in a good way because the watersheds in Monongahela were getting very bad. President Theodore Roosevelt created a National Forest Service to protect forests and watersheds from damage. He also bought 7,200 acres of land to help the Monongahela National Forest grow. These acres were near the Monongahela River. This led to Monongahela's name. Monongahela National Forest got its name on April 28, 1920. The Protection Service was very helpful for the tree population, and that's how humans affected Monongahela National Forest. And the tree service is still helping Monongahela National Forest today.
Everyone loves Monongahela's great views that feature tons of exposed rocks and other things according to the time of year, such as fall's colored leaves and spring's wildflowers. There is occasionally snow, but most precipitation is rain. Growing season fascinatingly happens for only 6 months because in the winter it gets too cold. There are no specific wet and dry times in this national forest. Back to you, Ava, Ella, and Nick.
We hope you enjoyed Nick, Molly, and Issa's newscast on Monongahela National Forest.
Yes, it was very interesting.
Well, that's all we have today, folks. Now we have more news from Mac and Kelly.
Hi, we are going to talk about El Yunque Caribbean. El Yunque is a beautiful place to visit and it has 4 different kinds of forests. In 1876, when Puerto Rico was under Spanish rule, a king of Spain proclaimed El Yunque a forest.
El Yunque has many populations of unique birds and animals.
Though many are near extinction.
It's estimated that each hour 9,000 acres of land are cleared.
Global warming has been an issue at El Yunque. This causes the ecosystem to be unlivable for many organisms.
Now we're going to hear from Dominic at the El Yunque ecosystem.
Hi, we are going to talk about El Yunque Caribbean.
El Yunque is a beautiful place to visit, and it also has 4 different kinds of forests.
In 1876, when Puerto Rico was under Spanish rule, a king of Spain proclaimed El Yunque a forest.
El Yunque has many populations of unique birds and animals.
Though many are near extinction.
It's estimated that each hour 9,000 acres of land are cleared.
Global warming has been an issue at El Yunque. This causes the ecosystem to be unlivable for many organisms.
Now we're going to hear about the El Yunque ecosystem.
Hello, this is Malik from Channel 5 News. Today we have a very special report about the Florida Keys. We are going to be learning about this amazing ecosystem. First, we'll go to Alexa Hansen and talk some more about the Florida Keys.
Hello, Alexa here reporting live from the magnificent Florida Keys. This ecosystem is a wonderful place filled with many amazing things. The Florida Keys is a group of islands. These islands are actually high points of a huge coral reef system. The coral is all around this ecosystem, and the algae that grows on the coral feeds many organisms. The coral in this ecosystem is vital for the ecosystem's survival. Back to Malik with some interesting information about this ecosystem.
We're back, and I'd like to tell you a bit more about this ecosystem. This ecosystem is getting destroyed by humans because of snorkelers destroying the coral reefs. Humans like to go snorkeling, and they can damage the coral reefs if they touch them. Coral reefs also die because of diseases that kill the coral reefs. In addition, the coral reefs die because of a thing called overfishing. Overfishing means to fish so much that it takes a lot of fish or coral reefs out of the water. Here we go back to Alexa to talk about abiotic information. Back to you, Alexa.
I am here once again, and I would like to talk some more about the Florida Keys. This ecosystem has a tropical climate. In the warmest month, this ecosystem has a temperature usually around 27 degrees Celsius. And in the coldest months, the temperature is usually around 20 degrees Celsius. Also, the precipitation in March and April is about 4.5 centimeters, while in May and June, the Florida Keys get about 15 centimeters of precipitation. Back to
As you can see, it's a wonderful tropical ecosystem that has many beautiful things. And that has been the amazing Florida Keys with Malik and Alexa. This has been Channel 5 News. Malik, signing off.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today we have Edward over at Yellowstone, Wyoming. The early 1900s in this ecosystem, humans tried to keep the herds of elk, deer, bison, and mule alive. Because of this, they had to either relocate or kill predators like wolves, cougars, and coyotes. Later, it was discovered that the harsh winter had caused a decline in the herds of animals. The population of wolves had become dangerously small in 1940. By the 1970s, there were no sightings of wolves in Yellowstone. The public says it's ridiculous that it took people 70 years to figure out that the winter caused so many deaths throughout the herds. Do you agree or disagree? If you do or don't, leave your response on our Twitter page. The reintroduction of wolves was hard, but now there are over 400 wolves in Yellowstone. Now let's hear what Edward has to say on this ecosystem.
Hello, Ian. I'm reporting live here in Yellowstone National Park. Yellowstone has many cold winters, and once in a while it can snow for 24 hours straight. So heading over to the cool stuff. Yellowstone has a lot of geothermal activity, and that allows a supervolcano to form. A supervolcano has 1,000 times the blast range of a normal volcano. Scattered around the park are geysers. Geysers are pools of boiling hot water and shoot superheated water into the air. In 1972, over 200 fires engulfed the park. This removed all the dead underbrush and has allowed new plants to grow. That's all the information we'll get here. Back to you, Ian.
Thank you, Edward, for giving us information on this fascinating landmark. Catch us at 3 p.m. tomorrow on Channel 12 for more facts on other ecosystems.
Hi, Drew here reporting live from Channel 5. Today we have awesome guest speakers by the names of Charlie, DK, and Sarah. Today they will be talking about the Everglades ecosystem. Now here's DK with human impacts.
I'm going to tell you about human impact of the Everglades National Ecosystem. 1906 is when people settled in Florida. They started throwing away useless swamp. In 1948, engineers started to build canals, networks of levees, and water-controlled structures. As more land was created, there was more room for agriculture and increased urban development. Congress also set aside the northern section of the Everglades ecosystem for agriculture. Humans settled in the Everglades 10 to 20,000 years ago, and the drainages started happening around 1905. A lot of attempts were made trying to drain the Everglades. A program called Save Our Everglades was established in 1983, if I say so correctly. The goal was to make the Everglades ecosystem look more like the Everglades by the year of 2000. A lot of people didn't like what the program was doing because engineers are changing like water structures and like changing up like building hills and stuff like that, which it's not natural. Mother Nature is made. So that's it. Back to Drew.
Thank you, DK. Now here's Sarah with weather.
Thank you, Drew. This is Sarah here, live from the Everglades National Park. Today, in the dry season of the Everglades, it's a bit wet from the small amount of precipitation that we get during this time, and has gotten colder, about 72 degrees Fahrenheit since October. If you've noticed, the water level started to drop, but before you start panicking, I shall tell you that it's okay. This happens during the dry season because of the lack of precipitation that falls here. I wish it was still the wet season. Super warm, also very wet and humid. but we have to wait until May for it to start. Anyway, that was the weather. Take it back to Drew.
Thank you, Sarah. Now here's Charlie with environment.
Thank you, Drew. The megafauna slowly changed about 5,000 years ago. 5 Native Americans lived in the Everglades. When it was 1763, English arrived and migrated to Cuba and with Spaniards, and a few hundred lived. Europeans lived in the northern part of Florida. When it was the 1800s, draining swamps was popular. When someone wanted to reach a settlement, they would have to use a boat. Back to Drew.
Thank you, DK, Charlie, and Sarah. Hope you tune in tomorrow for more 1738 news. Thanks.
Good morning, everyone. Today we will go live to Dave and Mackenzie. They will be talking about human impact and the abiotic factors of the Everglades. Well, here they are. Hello, everybody. I am David Duda reporting live from the Everglades. Today we will get an up-close view of the abiotic factors of the Everglades. I will tell you all about their roles in this fascinating ecosystem. Today we will start off with the water. The water is a very important abiotic factor. All the animals and plants in this ecosystem need the water. If there wasn't water, no plants and animals would survive because they need to be hydrated. Water isn't the only abiotic factor in this ecosystem. There's also temperature and light. The Everglades are warm all year round with a lot of light. The sun is out most days. But the abiotic factors aren't the only thing affecting this environment. Now on to Mackenzie Rogers telling us about human impact.
Hello, this is Mackenzie Rogers reporting live from Everglades National Park. Today I will be talking all about current human impact on the Everglades. The Everglades was made a national park in 1947. Development in the last 50 years has reduced the Everglades to only half its normal size, especially in its water levels. The majority of damage done to the Everglades is caused by humans. Many people want to change the beautiful wetlands into an agricultural land. Many people make dams and canals to direct the water in the Everglades directly to the ocean. This has caused some life here to decrease. As you can see, this is a horrible thing to do to this beautiful place many plants and animals call home.
Welcome to the Sunday Night Special. It is 12 o'clock, which we all know what it means. News Hour. We'll bring you with your host, Melissa.
This is Melissa here. It's only me today for Jennifer's out in Arizona and Jeffrey's out sick for the day. The flu has really been going around lately. Make sure to wash your hands. Today we're going to talk some important matters. Kansas City Royals win the World Series. Jake from State Farm is refusing to wear khakis. And our main story, vacation getaways. This will for sure be an exciting night. We'll see you right after our short commercial break. Welcome to the Sunday Night Special. Right now we're going to start talking about winter vacation plans. It's starting to get chilly in Chicago. I sure want to go someplace warm. Do you? If so, here are some good options. Hawaii, Florida, and the famous Arizona. Let's talk a little more about Arizona. Arizona is a great place to stay. It's warm and you can pull out your shorts and sandals again. Also, Arizona is home to a great place, Saguaro National Park. It has great things like the beloved saguaro cactus, along with the Mexican owl and the lesser long-nosed bat. Let's hop on over to Jennifer, who will tell us all about Saguaro National Park. Take it away.
Thanks, Melissa. Right now I am in Tucson in Arizona at Saguaro National Park. It is nice and warm over here. You can go driving off-board, even though you can go to this park, we don't want one of our loved plants to be run into. Also, drive in the areas that have already been driven on. When you go driving on the soil, it becomes contaminated, which means it can absorb water and animals. I can't make your borrows. I am going to send you guys back to Melissa, and I'm going to spend some more time at this great place.
Thanks, Jennifer. Like Jennifer was saying, Saguaro National Park is a great place. It's very warm in Arizona. It's warmest in the summer, but if you go there now, it'll still be very warm. Make sure to pack some shorts and t-shirts, but also make sure to pack a jacket, a long sleeve shirt, and some pants. You won't need to bring an umbrella though. It rarely ever rains over there. Just in case though, bring a rain jacket. It rains sometimes in the winter. That's all we have to say about Saguaro National Park and winter getaway plans. After a short commercial break, we'll start talking about how Jake from State Farm is refusing to wear khakis. See you guys then.
Reporting live from Pennsylvania, we are here today to explore the Delaware Water Gap. Let's get a closer look, and today our reporter is Lex Truby. So Lex, how is the weather there at the Delaware Water Gap?
Well, it's pretty mild here, Keller. The bad part is that even though the water is one of the cleanest rivers, there is still garbage in it, and humans have caused lots of fires, and the park officials have been trying to stop the incident. And now, Keller, with the environment.
Well, Lex, the air is very clean here, and same with the water. There are also many different species of tree, animals, and flowers. Overall, I wouldn't mind living here. Just make sure you wear a life jacket. Well, thanks for the report, Lex, and that concludes our interview of the Delaware Water Gap.
This is Margaret Yolanda Pizza, but I prefer NY Pizza on Channel 7 News, and I'm here live from the beautiful Florida Keys Marine Sanctuary. Here in the sanctuary, they strive to make it a safe place for all marine life. And we even have a wonderful worker here to talk about the sanctuary.
Hi, my name is Mr. Garrett Orville Away, but I prefer G.O. Away.
Well, why don't you talk about the sanctuary?
Do I have to?
Yes, unless you would rather spend the entire day cleaning the squid tank.
Fine. The sanctuary was created in 1990, has been helping the Keys since. Am I done now?
Fine, you may go.
That took like 200 years.
I'll have to do it then. The Florida Keys is made out of 1,700 islands, and they are all surrounded by huge bays of coral that make up the third largest coral reef system in the world. There is incredible scenery and amazing people here. Well, except for Mr. G.O. Away. But Florida Keys is certainly my favorite place to go on vacation.
I'm not cleaning the squid tank. Hi, it's Donnie, reporting from Florida Keys. This is Channel 9 news about the interesting Florida Keys ecosystem. Did you know the Florida Keys has 1,000 islands surrounding the sanctuary? This beautiful Florida Keys is located in the lower part of Florida. Well, this exciting environment has been littered on a lot. Not just littered, but built on, like strip malls and bridges. This ecosystem has been reviving and it's getting affected a lot. This is all about this ecosystem.